Oh, hang on. I got to remove myself. There we go. Hello. Yeah. So I've had a lot of comments, crazy comments. Creases or your strap stitching fails, please proceed to yeet our product off a cliff and leave a 1-star review. Well, I doubt the flex tube's going to crease, and I doubt the stitching's going to fail because, well, I mean, it could, I guess. I haven't had any issues with the upgraded stitching on the 8010, but I mean, it's always a thing. So, once again, the questions, man, just people commenting on videos. You didn't mention this, even though it was blatantly mentioned. Just crazy stuff. But anyway, so I figured I would come and I would do a live on it and answer everybody's questions. I pretty much answered everything I already said, and I never thought to do it, but I did it. Can I have it? So the number one question I'm getting is weight. Okay, everybody's saying it's 2 pounds heavier per echo. Now this is I've not weighed mine with a full tank of gas in it. Per echo, if you have the upgraded tubing on your 8010, which is pretty much like their second gen with the upgraded straps and stuff, then you are only looking at a little over a pound heavier. If you have the first generation, then yes, you are looking at over 2 pounds heavier. The one that had the flex tubing that creased real good and on a lot of the blowers, the first release, then you're looking at over 2 pounds heavier. If you have the upgraded, then that is only a little over a pound heavier. So now that we got that out of the way, one guy said that was not mentioned in the last video that I went live on yesterday. If you go to the 50-minute mark, there it is. So watch the video before you comment, and I mean, it just makes things easier. Yes, I watched Johnny's video. I actually talked to Johnny Moe for quite a bit this morning about it. So yeah. Yep. If people are complaining about 2 pounds, they need to turn in their man card. Hello. The 9010 sucks. My buddy has one. He already put it up for sale. Well, Liam, I don't know what to tell him. I guess if he thinks that sucks, then he might as well sell everything else because I don't know what to tell him. I don't know what to tell him. The next thing, full tank of gas. Okay, so I'm going to let y'all know I spilled gas on my floor to weigh this thing completely full of gas to give y'all the weight of it completely full. Stand by, the garage door is about to open. I love the power, and so does he, but he didn't feel right compared to the Red Maxes. That's sad because it blows the 8550 away, in my opinion. The steel had that oomph when you hit a pile of leaves because of that 239 miles per hour. And when you were picking wet stuff up off the ground, wet leaves and stuff. And I feel that with the 9010, they upgraded pretty much to about that blowing force of the 800. I mean, spec wise, it's not their miles per hour wise, but Newton wise and, CFM, all that stuff taken into consideration, it really does feel like they did step up to that BR800 power push when it comes to getting the wet stuff up off the ground and things of that. But, you know, once again, I mean, comfortability wise, people may not think it's comfortable. People may think it's way more comfortable. I mean, it's all personal preference. And that's the whole thing about this. So that's why I came on to answer a lot of these questions, was because, you know, I mean, it's just, everybody has questions and everybody keeps asking the same question. So, you know what? I'll just do a dedicated live, make this a quick one, you know, 20, 30-minute live of just answering questions about this. And then if y'all want me to go live after this, then that's fine. But I want to make this video right here all about the Q&A of things that people want to know. The straps are pretty much exactly the same from my understanding. The only thing that's different is, let me just grab the blower. All right, so let's see if I can sit down here. Move this down. The only thing that's different is they added this, okay? Now this, people were complaining about the straps moving off to the side on their shoulders. If you look at my 8010, the straps are completely off to the side like this on both of them. This, they added to eliminate that, okay? This is a limiter strap, I guess you could say. And what it does is, if you're a bigger guy, you can widen it. If you're a smaller guy, shoulder length wise, then you can tighten this. And this will keep these straps on your shoulders way better to where they're not falling off. So that's what this strap is for. Differences. What's the differences? Differences. The engine, exactly the same. Okay. Engine and carburetor, everything I'm told, identical. The only thing that changed was the housing got bigger. The motor, the fan, actual fan motor inside, or the fan blower part that does all that spinning, got bigger and better. And the tube got bigger. Now, from the flex tube down, it's the exact same as the 8010. Nothing changed there. The only thing that changed was the flex tube itself got way bigger and longer, and up to that housing, and that housing got bigger. And then, of course, the fan inside got bigger also. So if you look, when I measured, okay, now I measured these from the back of the tube to the front of the tube, and you're about an inch longer on the 9010. So I'm pretty sure it came from the flex tube, is what my thinking is. But that's what it actually looked like as well. Is the flex part, the flex tubing actually gained the length, and from the flex tube down, once again, exactly the same. What else? The straps have the little color stitching on the side now. Go for it. People are worried about the 8010 being discontinued. Once again, everything on the 8010 motor wise is exactly the same as the 9010. So parts are not going to be anything bad to get whatsoever. The only thing that, literally your parts are all going to be the same. And supposedly Echo keeps a 10-year supply of parts in their warehouse on stock, just for the simple fact of, if you did have something happen to your tubing of the 8010, then once again, the 9010 is the same. The only difference is going to be your flex tube and stuff. So you're not going to have to worry about any of that anyway, because they kept it the same. I'm not allowed in here. All right. 9010 is off. I guess you need to get him a handheld or an electric one. The power of the 9010 definitely blows the 8550 away. I'd take the 9010 or a Steel 800 any day. The next question I get, I had a guy messaging me this morning. Kenny, tell me why I should go buy this blower. I said, what blower do you have right now? The guy told me he's got a Redmax 8550, he's got a BR 800, and he's got two 8010s. And I told him there's no need. There's no need. Like, guys, I mean, literally, I'm a huge fan. But if you've got one of them three blowers, you already got one of the top blowers on the market. This is not that much of a difference from anything except for spec wise, for anybody to run out and just go crazy over like you're buying a new PS5 or Xbox Series X. Okay. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're going to notice the difference of this from wet stuff and when you get into them big piles of the oomph it has behind it. Other than that, you're probably not going to notice. You can put it side by side to an 8010, and if you ain't running an 8010, then you're probably not going to notice. You really have to be side by side with an 8010 in order to tell the difference between the two until you get into a pile of leaves or wet matted stuff, leaves matted into the ground and stuff like that. Then that's when you notice the real difference of the 9010 between the 8010. So if you've got the extra money to spend and you just want to say you got the best spec wise, go for it. But if you already own an 8010 or an 800 or the 8550, 8500, then honestly, I mean, I don't see that, in my personal opinion, it's worth going and just spending all this money on thinking you're going to see a huge difference. Because once again, the differences you're going to see are the wet matted stuff is where you're going to notice. And when you get into piles, I'm talking piles of leaves. Other than that, that's what it is. Let's see. It's more comfortable than the 8550. The 9010 is good. It is good. What's the strongest Red Max blower? The 8550 is the strongest Red Max. The next question. What is it weight-wise with gas? Okay, yeah, we started this. I filled it completely to the top. Completely to the top. Gas ran out all over my floor. Completely to the top. 30 pounds, 6 ounces. So a little less than 30.5 pounds with a completely full tank of gas in it. You're looking at 30.6. Okay, 30 pounds, 6 ounces. So right at that 30.5 pound mark. Completely full of gas. This blower is 30 pounds. So one guy mentioned, I did not mention that. He is correct. I never thought to weigh it with completely full of gas. A lot of people don't know there's like 6 pounds, 3 ounces, 6 pounds, 4 ounces in a gallon of gas. So, this thing there's 128 ounces in a gallon, and this thing holds 83 ounces. So, yes, it does add extra weight completely full. Where did you get your stickers made? I got yours, and it was really nice. I got them made through Monkey Printing in Peculiar, Missouri. Monkey Printing in Peculiar, Missouri. I have tried Husqvarna. I've tried Red Max. I've tried the Husqvarna 580s. I've tried the Red Max 8500, 8550. I have tried the BR800C, the BR800X, the 8010, and the 9010 now. So yes, anybody who knows my channel knows that everything is an opinion. My opinion is going to be different than somebody else's, but I want people to feel the same way that I feel if they were to go buy this and put it up against something else. That's how I want them to feel. And so that's why I test all of this stuff. And I mean, if there's something that I missed, I love it when people say, hey, I missed this. Let me know, and so they did. They let me know. But one of their comments was something about I didn't say nothing about the weight. They're like 2 pounds heavier per Echo. It is not 2 pounds heavier if you have the second gen. Now, once again, I haven't weighed it. All of the gas that I had is now in the 9010, so I don't even have enough to fill my 8010 up to weigh it. But I guess I could pour it out and do it. 3020T is a beast of a weed whacker. Yes, it is. In your opinion, between the Echo 770 and the Red Max 7500, which one do you like more? That's a tough one. It really is a tough question. And I think I like it's tough. It really is tough. I like the tubing of the Echo better. I think it blows better circumference wise or CFM wise than the 7500. I feel like the 7500 is more like a BR600 with the way, you know, once you get on wet grass and things of that you have to pretty much be right up on it. But once again, that's all personal opinion. I like that my Echoes, even after 2 years, they're not pink. Where my Red Max trimmer that I've got, I've had it 1 season, and it's pretty much going pink on me. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Which of the big blowers have the most comfortable tube when you're swinging it back and forth? See, that's hard too, because it depends on how big you are and how far you're trying to swing. So, you know, I mean, I'm Johnny's size. I'm 275. You know, I'm not a little boy by any means. But the first Echo barely had any give to it, and when they upgraded to the new tubing, that new flex tube, then it gave a lot of motion in it. So, I mean, honestly, I think it come down to, I'd say the 800 and, well, I wouldn't even say the 800X because the 800X really don't have that much motion to me. The 95 or the 9010 has good motion. The 8010 has good motion, and the 800C I feel has good motion. And then from there you start getting into the Red Max probably would be next. And then, what are you doing? It's inside. It's on the counter. I like the 3020T. I like the 3020T. I got the 3022, and it's real hard to decide which one I like better between the two. It really is. Like I think I need to actually go out and use them both side by side and see which one I like better. But I've got them both. Got them both. What other questions did I miss? Okay, why did Echo release a blower so late in the game? Supposedly this was not ready in the time frame to get out for leaf season. So they are saying that they feel this is a early release for 2021, not a release for 2020. So this was part of their, 2021 product release. And so, that's the answer I got from that. So you take that how you want. That is the answer I received. High CCs, why isn't anybody coming out with an 80 cc plus blower? Here we go. Evap compliance. Okay, once you get into 80 cc's and above, you start getting into carbon canister and all this Evap stuff. So not only are you going to be looking at a more expensive blower, but you're going to be looking at a way heavier blower. And a lot of people are already complaining about 2 pounds heavier on the 9010. So why would a company put out a bigger blower if people are complaining about 26, 27 pounds? I mean, you start adding all this compliance stuff, you're going to have a 30-pound blower without fuel in it. It's going to cost you $800+ probably. And so there you go. Side start. Is there anything side start wise? Yes. Okay. So let's go to this first. Carbon fiber on the last one. They did the glass filled nylon with the tubing on this one. People are asking. Makes an 80 cc feds are knocking. People are asking, are their 8010s going to hold up per the thing? Okay. So yes, your carbon fiber is going to hold up. The reason they added and went to the glass filled nylon and not the carbon fiber on the new one is it would have increased the price if they would have kept carbon fiber. So it would have been way more carbon fiber. So it would have increased the price of the blower, and they were trying to keep that blower at the same price, cost effective as the 8010. So in order to maintain the 48 Newton performance on the PB-9010, the fan housing, the blower tube elbow, and the blower tube geometry, okay, were redesigned with a goal, and yes, I am reading, they were redesigned with a goal of a significant blowing performance increase. The new materials selected for the PB-9010 were the best option to help achieve this performance gain over the 8010. That's why it's not carbon fiber. Okay. So side start. The reason they really didn't go side start is because you would have seen a price increase because of the parts it's going to take to make that side start happen. And they didn't feel like a $50 increase for a side start was really a necessity in our industry. How often do you really get somebody come outside and talk to you? It happens, yes. But it's not enough for me personally to spend $50 extra on a side start. I honestly don't think if they came out with one, it's something I would be interested in. Another thing is when it's cold outside and you go to prime it and choke it, you're probably doing it on the ground anyway. So each time you're cold starting that blower, you're probably, I could be wrong, probably doing it on the ground, not on your back. So there's a couple reasons why you probably ain't going to see a side start. Tube adjustment. Yes, possibly somewhere down the road, maybe. They do have things right now in other countries that have tube adjustments, not a backpack blower per se, but they do have tube adjustment stuff. Will we start seeing it in the lineup? Not sure. Still couldn't answer that for you, but it's something they are possibly considering in the future. Echo had 5-year warranty for homeowners. Echo had plenty of recalls. It needed to die. Well, they only had 2 recalls, and nothing had to do with an engine. Nothing had to do with an engine whatsoever. It was the tubing that they recalled because the flex tube kept creasing or bending, which was taking away performance from it, and it was the straps. So that's the only 2 things that were ever recalled on the 8010. German ingenuity to make a side start. I don't think it's worth the price. I mean, my personal opinion, I don't think it's worth the price. I don't think it's worth the upgrade to a side start when half the time you're probably starting it on the ground anyway. Now, if Sally comes out and talks to you, yeah, it's a great feature to have. Is it worth, is it really worth $50 extra for, I don't know, the 10 times you may use it in a year? I guess it really just depends on, your clients. Bowman, that's why they make a hip throttle is for you lefties, man. Why they make a hip throttle for you lefties. I know what you mean, though. Yeah, that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? But I think by the way the tube blows, it could be possible. They could bring it out the left side. Then you might be paying more money for something like that as well. So it's how many people are left-handed. Yeah, you could ask Sally. Hey, Sally, can you start me back up real quick? Save your $50. I don't know. Yes, the flex tube is definitely as sturdy. You can definitely tell, even after using it for 3 days, it is just as sturdy. It is built just like the 9010s, but it's heavier duty. It feels like it's not only longer, but it's bigger round as well. So yes, it is definitely. I don't see having any issues with the flex tube on it at all. There you go. There you go. Push start to blower. Yeah. Still's got that BR4 or whatever out that, I mean, it ain't going to do much for you, but hey, it's got the electric start. Has a whole setup that is electric start. Lawn Master. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. I would just be thrilled to have a backpack blower regardless. Okay. I think that has pretty much answered all of the questions. 2-year warranty, 5-year homeowner warranty, 2-year commercial. I've had people mention, and I'm going to try this right now because I watched Johnny's video, and I think I know what his problem is with his tube. A lot of people are complaining on the 9010 or the 8010 that it don't tighten all the way, the throttle. And I think that's because you've got it pushed way too far down. So we will see. We will see. Let's see if I move this. Where can I put this thing? If I move this tubing down like Johnny had his, I'm curious because I want to know now. But I'm pretty positive this is the problem that people are having. And so let's tight. No, mine's tight. So I don't know. You got me. You got me on that one. I've got mine tight. And I mean, it's not got the play that Johnny's had in his. So I don't know. I can't answer that one for Johnny. I thought it might have been he had it too far down because there are pieces on this that around this tubing that when you tighten it, and Johnny, you can tighten this more, man. You know, if you watch this, you can tighten it because mine stops. Mine actually gets tight as I'm tightening it. And it actually does stop. So I don't think you can over tighten it. So, you know, if I was you, I would probably I noticed in your video, you were turning it. If you can turn it, it's probably still loose because mine literally just tightened completely up and then it stops. What's up from Milwaukee? I like my Milwaukee. Can you notice a weight difference? Yes, you can. If you watch yesterday's video, there's a guy that literally he knows nothing about these blowers. He knows how to use the blower. That's pretty much it. So I wanted to get his opinion and put that on camera for everybody. Once again, he knows nothing. If you watch the video, you'll probably die laughing. But yes, coming from somebody who knows nothing about these blowers whatsoever, pulling them off the truck, picking them up, putting them on their back, things of that nature. Yes, you can tell there is a difference, he said. So, you know, but once again, I'm used to picking the 8010 up all day, every day. So me personally, I really couldn't tell a difference until I got the actual backpack blower off the ground and the tube started hanging. That's when I could, you know, tell a little bit of a difference. But if you own an 8010, you're really going to have to pick them up back to back and in order to probably tell that difference, honestly. Yeah, Danny, we'll do it, man. We'll do it. I mean, one's only a T model, one's not a T model. I mean, I do like how you can adjust the angle of the throttle stick. Still doesn't have that for some reason. Now, another thing you can do that a lot of people may not know about Echo blowers is if your trigger starts getting a little loose, if you loosen up that cable or loosen up that handle and push the throttle handle forward, underneath there is an Allen or a star screw. Okay, if you take an Allen or a star, I think it's a star, and put it in there and turn it, then it tightens up your throttle cable. So it will take that slack or that play out of your throttle cable whenever you start breaking it in real good and you start getting that little bit of play in your trigger before it starts actually, you know, revving up your engine, then that's how you adjust that. You literally push that handle forward, and on the back there is a screw, a star screw, or a whatever in there, and you turn that, and you just mess with your throttle while you're doing it. Put it on the run position. Mess with your throttle while you're doing it, and tighten it up until it, you know, you feel that tension or that play go away, and then you're done. You put your handle back where you want and tighten it up. So you can adjust your throttle cable as well with the tubing on that. I'm a hip throttle guy. You like the hip version? Not really. I've never got into the hip version. I tried one at Echoes, and it just wasn't for me. I mean, if I was doing, I really don't know what I would use it for, because you've got the cruise control on both. I mean, it's, I really don't know. I can set it on the either, you know, any of the blowers on a cruise control thing, full throttle, and just move the thing back and forth, which is pretty much what you're doing with the hip version. But I've never been into the hip thing. Maybe that's something that, you know, if you start out with a hip version, maybe you're more inclined to buy that. I don't know. I never personally got into the hip throttles. Any more questions? And I will end this. And then I will go back live again, but I want this video right here, I wanted it to be about just strictly answering questions about the new blower and, you know, things of that. So that's really what I wanted this completely to be about. So hopefully I have answered everybody's question now to the fullest of my knowledge. And I won't have to ask, or anybody have to ask these again. So, you know, we don't know. Danny's not hip. I'm sorry, Coleman. Not everybody can be like you, man. Come on. Why you got to pick on Danny for? So once again, if y'all have any questions that I did miss, please comment down below after this video is done, and I will answer them to the best of my knowledge. But I'm pretty sure I've answered. Pretty sure. So, all right. Y'all have a good night. I will be back live in a minute, but, you know, heard anything about there being a Shendawa version similar to the EB. I'm sure they're going to come out with a Shendawa version of it. I don't know why they wouldn't. They, you know, if they do, it's literally just going to be the Shendawa version with the stickers and stuff on it. I mean, that's really going to be the only difference is the color and, you know, the stickers. So, hey, that's what we do. We work hard, man. We work hard. I try to answer everything to the best of my ability. If somebody came to my channel and said, hey, that's still 111R, what do you think about it? I would answer it. I've been using it, you know, most all season. I mean, literally, that's what I do. How much does it cost? It is the same exact price as the 8010. So it is the $5.99. And from my understanding, the 8010, once it sells out, the 9010 is replacing it. Okay, the 9010 is replacing the 8010. This is its replacement. Once the 8010s are gone, they're gone. So if you want one, go buy one, because they ain't gonna be no more. Oh, you're fine, man. You're fine. Hey, well, I don't hate anybody for their opinion. You know, I mean, I give my opinion all the time. All the time. So, you know, all right, guys, I am going to get out here, and I will go back live again, but I'm going to keep this video short, sweet, to the point. Nothing but the Q&A of the new blower, and I will see y'all, I don't know, probably 10, 15 more minutes. So stay tuned.